So I want to ask you, how rich or is the culture of Germany or German theater or German theatrical culture? How rich is it? How do you explain it?
I would say we are lucky, very lucky and blessed in our country to have this kind of special language to tell stories like theater. Beside all the music we have with big names and now even new styles, techno is not that new, it's like 30 years ago, which it's founded. Theater as a special form of culture is really deeply implemented in Germany since I would say more than 300 years. Like first you can read about books about it. In the Middle Age, it was connected to church. It was always used for moral things to explain the story of Christianity. But later on, when it came with all this classicism, the big interest of rich and noble people towards Roman and Greek empires and the stories of that, it opened up, and it also became something interesting to see for the audience, like the people in the cities. Jumping up to now, not to make a lecture about the history of Germany. What we have now in Germany is beside these implemented houses, the old theater houses in the cities with their own professional groups and teams, we have many people who are engaged as a non-professionals, having an open air stage somewhere in the countryside, having little houses, little groups, theater groups, who meet regularly, weekly, who do just one piece a year, some do one piece for children or performance for children. So there's a lot of people engaged in making theater, and there's a special thing I like on that. Like I'm a part of this association of non-professional theater makers, amateur theater we say in Germany. Working in this field, I see that there's a big diversity of aesthetics, of methods, of topics as well, of qualities, of course. And this is, I think, a richness we have in our small country. Yeah.
Okay. Are there the children made practice the theater for early age, from the early age? How is the practice in the schools?
To tell you an example, to say something from my experience in Weimar, the children and youth theater we call Stellwerk because it's based in a train station, so it gives you a kind of direction for the life when you're very young. We try to make theater with children in the age of 2 years, starting with 2 years. Because it's
at the early age of 2 years.
2 years old.
You begin teaching theater.
Yeah.
All right.
Just for, of course, their parents involved, and it's a way to use the curiosity of children and the way they learn anyhow to grow up, to walk, to speak, to interact. It's this kind of joy to play, which we try to keep and to keep for later years on. So this, what we did over there, is to work in different ages, different groups, and of course with different topics. Because a child of, let's say, 5 years has other needs, other interests than a youngster in the age of 12 or 13. And a grown-up one, let's say a student who's there in the university and playing in the age of 22, for example.
How much are the youth population of Germany getting engaged in the theatrical activities? What's the percentage? Many?
I can't tell you a true number because
what do you see?
We have a federal system, and in some of our countries, theater is also part of the school career. So when you enter school at the age of 7 or 8 years old, you may have lessons in theater.
An option of studying the theater?
Yeah. Like you have lessons for biology or something else, or music. Let's compare with sports and music. you have an access to this.
All right. Equivalent to music or science or anything like that. All right.
In some, not in all of these counties, and at least a lot of kindergartens, schools, preschools, they go to visit theater, to visit a show. So many professional theaters prepare special shows for children for these classes. So there's a high contact, and beside this way of becoming in contact with this school. Sorry for the looking for words. Beside that way, there are some groups specialized on making theater with children in the leisure time, like we did in Weimar. But we have also in many other theater groups special rehearsals just for children, to rise up the audience for the future, also to rise up the professional actresses and actors for the future.